Grace be unto you and peace from God our Father and from the Lord Jesus Christ. I was glad when they said today, let us go into the house of the Lord. And I'm Father Steve Sellers. This is Dot, my rescue puppy. And this is our brief daily message of hope. And I pray that you're in a good place this Tuesday of the fourth week in Easter. I've been thinking quite a bit, as I do often, about the people that I have met and talked to and gotten to know whose lives have been inspirational to me and reminders to me about how we're supposed to live, especially some of the elderly people and the ones that I have spent time with in care facilities or in memory loss centers or nursing homes. And it's some of the words come back to me that they have shared with me, and one of them is the secret, I believe, to aging well, to being able to live a long and productive life that's joyful. You know, so many people live lives that are miserable. They're in misery, and they spend their time being conscious of what things make them miserable. And it's just the opposite that we need to do. We need to focus on the things that bring us joy. You know, I think for somewhere in the 19th century, I think it was about the 1870s or 1880s, it began to be popular to look at the human body and compare it to a machine or an engine. And you've even heard people say the body is a finely tuned machine. And that's an interesting way to look at it. You know, when you take things like food and compare it to fuel, you compare the circuitry in the brain to computer programs and all of that. But that type of analysis omits the fact that we have feelings and emotions, and we have a spirit within us that is actually the key for us to being able to age well and to live in joy and not misery. We seek out the things that bring us joy, and we nurture our spirit first. We make sure we spend time nourishing and nurturing our spirit. You know, we're a trinity of being. We have a body, a mind, and a spirit within us. And we tend to get those out of order when we take care of ourselves. We look at the body first, and we do things to fuel and make our bodies strong, and then maybe our minds. But the spirits are usually the last things we worry about, and we need to invert that order. We nurture and nourish our spirits first through prayer, through spiritual reading, through meditation and contemplation on God and on the things of the Spirit, and of course works of mercy where we reach out to others. The key that people have told me over the years, and I'm finding out for myself today, is not to be inward centered, focused inward, to be outward focused, other focused, focusing on others, rather than focusing internally on ourselves all the time. The people that I have seen in care facilities who are joyful are the ones who are engaged as best they can on what others have in terms of needs and how they can care and make a difference for others. And then we seek out the things that nurture our spirit. There's nothing wrong with making our bodies physically fit. That's important. There's nothing wrong with training our minds. That's very important, and feeding our minds. But we also need to first focus on giving our the spirit within us, the nurture that it needs by staying connected to God and to God's people. I was thinking today of that wonderful song, the first song of Isaiah, "Surely it is God who saves me. I will trust in him and not be afraid." If ever there were something we need to remember today, it's that. It is God who saves us, and we'll trust in him and not be afraid. Trust in the Lord today with all your heart. Don't lean to your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge the Lord, and He will direct your path. And He's the one who nurtures and nourishes our spirits. I hope you have a blessed day today and find yourself right in the middle of the joy of the Lord. And God willing, Dot and I, wherever she went, will be with you here tomorrow. God bless you.